guys, I finally made it to Chicago O'Hare Airport. I just recently got off a flight, United Airlines, and I want to talk briefly, it's still fresh in my mind, about my first experience. When we were boarding the flight, it was really cool to see that the passengers were so grateful to the flight attendants that some of them brought them chocolate baskets, some of them brought them drinks. That's kind of a Christmas gift, considering that it is Christmas Eve. I would say the culture for United is definitely unique. It's very welcoming. Once we boarded our flight, they started dimming down the lights, and it was beautiful because I was in one of the new airplanes, Boeing 737 MAX, that United purchased a whole bunch of them not long ago. The flight attendants were really courteous. They were really nice, very polite, considering that, you know, they're working the shift during Christmas Eve. The food was really good. I got a frittata, which I've never had before, so that was really good. Everything from the silverware to the coffee mugs to the glass club soda that I ordered, everything was a really good experience. And surprisingly, after first class, my seat was 1B, and nobody was sitting next to me at 1A, so I got the whole row to myself. This is my very first time flying first class, and this is my very first time flying United Airlines. The experience overall was really good. This is where that word, you get what you pay for, comes into play. That rings true. My entire flight for first class cost under $380, and that includes tax. Now, to some people that may be too much. To some people that might be shocking, because if you ever been on a first class flight, you know that they're typically anywhere between $400 to $600, sometimes per flight, sometimes per round trip. So I booked my flight on October 15th, the day after I got back from Singapore. I wanted to book my flight early enough to fly to Chicago, and I figured, you know, if it's round trip to $380, I gotta book it now, because the closer to Christmas time I was going to get, it's probably going to cost me a lot more. So I booked it on October 15th of 2023. Not long after I booked my first class seat round trip, I decided to wait a couple of weeks, and probably into early November I checked the prices again to make sure I got the best deal, but also in case if it was going to be more, that I did get the best deal, and if it's going to be less, I could try to rebook it and try to get the cheapest price. And turns out, a couple of weeks later, in November, I noticed the prices jumped. And for one-way ticket, just for basic economy, not even first class, the prices jumped to $400, $450. And then I looked at first class seats. First class seats jumped to $550 to $650 just for one way. I definitely think I got a best deal. The reason I'm sharing this with you, because it's another travel hack that it just depends. If you're willing to wait for something, this money I've been saving for about a year. My grandmother Nana, she last year taught us that if you just start putting away $20 every week, you're going to end up having a lot of money. And so I started doing that. I started putting $20 every week into an envelope, and that's how I'm able to afford a first class ticket that at a reduced rate than it normally would be. Thank you to United Airlines flight, and I'm looking forward to returning with you guys in next week to enjoy another flight for a first class seat. Guys, after about a 25-minute ride, I made it to Chicago O'Hare, level 2, terminal 2, getting ready to fly on my United Airlines flight back to DFW Airport. So again, from the Home Alone house to Chicago O'Hare Airport, it only takes about 25 to 30 minutes, but it is Sunday, and I didn't run into any traffic. So in the movie, I can't remember for a fact, but I don't think they actually said an exact date, like the day of the week that they actually flew from Chicago to France.